WMNH, rip the knob off.
Welcome back, everybody. It's hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, and merch, etc., etc. Today is Wednesday, January 11, 2023, and we have a couple of guests with us joining us. So at the news desk, and we've been playing some of his music this week, Ricky Mapleton is here. How are you, sir? Welcome.
Very good. Thanks for having me.
I love that track, Outside Looking In.
Thank you.
That's it's the longest of your songs I was able to find. A lot of your songs are very short. We'll play some as we go, but I really like. I played Control Alt Delete the other day too. That was awesome. You can pull that mic up. You can just.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Yep.
Absolutely. And you brought a friend with you. Jim is here?
Brought my friend Jim, who appears on a few of my songs.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, how you doing?
He's my neighbor, and it's kind of nice to have a neighbor that plays guitar. I bother him quite frequently to come over, and once in a great while he does.
Yeah.
And we take some ideas and start with something or nothing and come up with something. So.
Yeah, your music is definitely it's unique. Most of the songs, like I said, that was the longest song I found, and you sent me a bunch of your music, and I like I was saying, I played the other day. I played Control Alt Delete, and we'll check out some of these others too as we go. But can you tell me about your music, because I'm sure you get this question a lot, and every musician hates this question, but it becomes especially difficult, of course, if you're doing something really unique. I mean, how do you describe your music to someone who's never heard it? Or do you? Or do you just say, check it out and listen to it, and you tell me?
Catchy, Monty Python-esque, perhaps?
Yeah.
With a little backbeat, little heart, little Geezer Butler-esque, maybe?
There you go.
And a lot of times I just try to keep it really light and upbeat for,
yeah,
feel-good music. But I do have my Alice's Restaurant song, the one couple songs that maybe go 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But usually it's I'm a big believer in what I think it was who's the singer of Kiss?
Well, there's multiple singers, but
Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley is my favorite, of course.
I saw an interview with him when I was totally bored one day, and he said, "Go right to the hook."
Yeah.
Boom. So that's kind of my mantra.
Yeah. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus.
He also
yes, well said.
Ricky also likes to. This is a Neil Young thing. He says just don't overthink it, don't overwork it, right?
Yeah.
Just play it, and don't practice it a lot. And when I work with Ricky, it's like, let's do that again. He's like, no, this is fine. Mm-hmm. So it's instant almost, and it keeps it alive, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, Jim, because I heard Neil Young. I don't know if you.
I heard that.
Did you listen to Howard?
Yeah, we did hear that.
Oh, okay, yeah, and he was saying that, in his interview when Howard was interviewing him recently about, because if the more you do it, if you play it over and over, obviously you lose some of that spontaneity.
Did you listen to any of the Bruce Springsteen interview?
Yes,
that he did.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I thought it was really good. What did you think?
Couldn't make it through the whole thing.
Really? Yeah.
Never a super Bruce Springsteen fan. Obviously I'm, admire him as a musician and how popular he is, but I wouldn't go home and say, hey, I'm going to listen to some Bruce now.
That's kind of how I am too. Yeah. Although I have found that very often, because I love learning about the process, people's different processes of how they approach making music. whether it's writing or recording and producing and all of that, or playing their instrument. And I'm so fascinated by that I found that I don't necessarily have to be a big fan, because even like with Neil Young, I never really had any Neil Young albums.
But it was interesting.
Tremendously respect him.
Yeah.
But when Neil's being interviewed by Howard, because I've heard a couple of interviews now, it's always fascinating to me.
It was a good interview.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Bruce, I like Bruce a lot from way back. I don't like him in recent years.
Yeah.
So much, but his early stuff, I mean, I was there when it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
He was powerful,
Yeah.
And sometimes he overthinks his music, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Versus Neil.
Right.
Versus Ricky. But
yeah. Do you actually, let me ask you this, because you're you seem to be a Renaissance man. You not only are you a musician, but you're also an actor.
I've been in a few independent films.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky enough to work with a gentleman named Matt Farley. You've probably heard of him.
Yes, and I saw
Motrin Media.
I saw the clip on Facebook too.
Yeah,
it was probably on your page.
He is my how would you say it? Muse. He has always been there. We used to do stand-up comedy together. Is where we met when it was over here at the Bridge Street Cafe.
Okay.
And he was the only person that would even, if you've ever dabbled in stand-up comedy he did years ago, not a lot of friendships being made. Because you think people telling jokes and a lot of fun people, but there's people are just very.
It's cutthroat, right? It's very competitive.
I did my time, had a few good shows, but mainly it's just sitting somewhere waiting for your 5 minutes and saying, "What the heck am I doing?" Right. For that one shot of maybe getting a couple laughs.
Right.
When I think with this music, with how I said I'm not going to do that anymore, I'm just going to concentrate on music. It's a lot more bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Not to say I'm making a lot of money with I had music out there, but it's instantaneous.
Right.
Right. I don't have to go somewhere, sit somewhere, wait somewhere, AKA. But I think it's great that around here there's a lot of open mics that have come back after COVID.
Yeah.
I think that's super. I'm not knocking it at all.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still maybe thinking of doing a stand-up show somewhere. We just
really?
were over at
603.
Huh?
603.
603. And they said they have open mic comedy there on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
But boy, a lot of memories came back, Jim, when I was sitting there with you.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to a bar in, years almost, pre-COVID.
How long has it been since you did stand-up? Was it just...
I'd say about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think in terms of the gratification of it, I would think it would kind of cut both ways. On the one hand, with the music, yeah, you make the music and there you go. You're not sitting there waiting to go on and whatnot. You get to immediately get to whatever it is you want to do. But at the same time, with stand-up comedy, you have that immediacy of you're there, you get a laugh, it's in the moment. Like you're not creating something to share with somebody later. You're getting a laugh from them in that moment. So I would think you probably missed that part of it, I would imagine.
You are very insightful, man.
Thank you.
I'm always, it's funny. I'm always writing comedy in my head.
Yeah.
Just from kind of I don't know if it's a coping thing or just a learned thing. Like a guitar player, sometimes I'll sit down and play my bass, but that feeling of doing stand up, I agree. It is I don't get that from doing music. It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I really don't feel balanced sometimes saying, I'm going to go down to, maybe I'll check it out. And then 8 o'clock rolls and she's like, oh, we start at 9 o'clock. I'm like, oh boy. I got to get up in the morning and,
yeah.
But, it's two different things. You're correct though. I do miss it. And I do have a few things floating around in my head always of, hey, that goes along good with that little bit or that little riff.
Yeah.
If and when I ever go back, it's like, what am I doing thinking about that right now?
Right.
But,
yeah, it's I imagine. I mean, I've never tried it, but I imagine
you played in a lot of bands.
Yes,
and you get that when you're done and people applaud. That's the same feeling of when you tell a joke and somebody laughs.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Have you played out live lately or?
No, I haven't been in a band in a while.
How long?
Oh, geez, I think the last band I was in ended in 2013.
But you still.
So 10 years.
Think about it.
I do. Yeah, I think about it the most when when I have musical guests on, especially if they're sort of my peers in the scene, like people in bands that maybe I shared the stage with at one time or another, and then after the interview, that's when I'll be missing it the most, But then I think about all that goes with it. There's a lot. As any musician knows, there's so much that goes into getting to the show and being prepared and in that case too, a lot of waiting around, just like with stand-up comedy with bands, especially if you're it sounds good if you're the headliner, right? It's like, oh, we're the headliners tonight. But it's like, oh, we're going to be going on at midnight and getting done at 1 a.m. And it's so there's a lot that I guess what I don't miss kind of outweighs what I do miss. And
yeah, I'm right with you on that.
Yeah.
On my end of the spectrum.
If I didn't have this outlet to express myself and kind of get the immediate gratification that comes with this, I'm sure I'd be in a band right now. I would have to be. But I think doing radio has supplanted that in my life, partly because there's only so many hours in a day, but also because it kind of fulfills that need that I have.
I think everybody has that need in some way or another.
Yeah.
As far as, a mechanic gets a rush about his car.
Fixing something, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see people out there, in my lifetime, they just out in the garage fixing their car.
Oh, yeah.
And that's so far out of my wheelhouse. I get scared when I have to put in windshield washer fluid. I check my oil, and these guys are out there ripping apart their car.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a creative thing that I think everybody has if they
yeah.
But with
realize what
with
they're
a
doing.
band, like you were saying, it's even if you have a wonderful evening, at midnight or 1, you're alone and you're lugging your stuff out of the building, and it's the other side of it all, and it's like you're dragging.
Yeah.
And then the upside is that 2 or 3 hours that you're on stage. But man,
Matt,
there's a lot of work that goes in.
How heavy is your bass amp?
How heavy? I don't remember. I haven't picked it up in so long. Not that heavy.
I bet you it's gained a few pounds since you lifted up last.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I have a Fender 100.
Yeah.
And that's just not too big. Thing got to weigh over 100 pounds.
Yeah. Wow.
But I guess new technology that you can get lighter ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. It's everything's heavy. What so now with your music, so is most of it just you? Do you play everything except when you have Jim play?
Yeah, my
play
friend
some guitar?
Jim, I have another person that comes over once in a while. Gentleman's name is Cole.
Okay.
And I've known Cole for longer than I've known Jim. And he'll pop over maybe once a month when I'm can't figure out how to do an album cover, or I can't figure out what I'm doing, and
Who's the
he'll kind of breeze through some stuff.
Who's the piano player?
I would say 80%, 85% is everything I've done by myself.
Yeah.
But when I do work with other people, I find it to be, the stuff comes out much better.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, that song "Life Is Like a Pancake" that I think you see on there. If you got what I sent over.
Oh, yeah. We should play that in a minute. Yeah.
Well, that song was the first song that I ever recorded with that gentleman I was telling you about, Matt Farley, probably a good 10 years ago. Oh no, maybe not. Life Is Like a Pancake. Yeah, and I done a couple of stuff with him early on, and I picked a couple little songs to bring here today because the piano on it that he plays is good. He did all the mastering and all the recording, which is good. You can definitely tell the stuff that I made with other people than I do myself.
Now
I don't think it's as good.
Now, is it "Life Is Like a Pancake" or is it? That's the song.
Yeah.
Because I noticed there's two parts.
This is kind of
They're very different.
the thing that I think it's the first song I ever recorded.
Oh, wow.
Besides bullcrap that I did when I was in high school. And
Oh, no
stuff.
kidding. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. This is probably 15 years old, maybe.
All
Very
right.
Monty Python. Very spam.
It is, yeah.
Well, let's give this a listen. There's no swears in any of your stuff, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let's listen to this. So this is "Life Is Like a Pancake," or is it, from Ricky Mapleton.
Life is like a pancake, or is it?
Life
Life is like a pancake, 1, 2, 3. Life is like a pancake, can't you see? Flour gives it structure, baking soda makes it rise. Oh, what a big surprise. Because life is like a pancake, 1, 2, 3. Life is like a pancake, can't you see? Egg holds it all together, sugar makes it yum, right in my tum tum tum. Because life is like a pancake, 1, 2, 3. Life is like a pancake, can't you see? Syrup sweet and happy, salt not so fun. Together, yum, yum, yum. Because life is like a pancake, 1, 2, 3. Life is like a pancake, can't you see? Put it all together, add a little fun. Your pancakes will be number 1. Your pancakes, I'm saying those pancakes will be number 1. They'll be number 1. I love my pancakes. I love my pancakes. I think you're speechless.
Wow. Very nice. It makes me hungry, though.
Yes.
I like it, though. Life is like a pancake. I see what you mean about the Monty Python influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've totally influenced. My whole life, I think, has been influenced by that.
Really?
By them, sure. From an early age. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
And you do a lot of stuff about food, right? It seems like a lot of your songs are about food, which I can relate to. It's my stomach's world. You all just live in it. You know that, right?
There is a... Oh, wow.
Yeah. See, you learned something
There's
here.
a song... I did an album called Spices and Herb Songs, the Herbs and Spices songs.
Yes.
And it was like 35 songs about... And I think I sent you one of those over. I tried to send one from each project.
Okay.
These are all on Spotify?
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's good. People can find it.
Because what have we got here? Oh.
You want to play something that Jim worked on me with?
Oh, yeah, please.
There's a song called Potential Spam.
Oh, I think, yes.
Which was off of Positive Songs. It's not a positive song. It's another one that's not, but I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, because nobody likes spam, but
Right.
but
Although
okay.
it's spam and calling spam.
Okay.
When they spam call you.
Yes.
Double meaning. Ooh.
Well, it's relatable. It's relatable.
I also think it's a good name for a band.
Oh, yeah.
Potential Spam.
All right, let's give this a listen.
Who is that calling me? It looks like potential spam. Who is that calling me? Oh, it's potential spam. I hate potential spam. No, please stop calling me. I hate potential spam. I hate potential spam. Hello, sir. This is Jonathan from the Loan Forgiveness Society for people who don't know any better, and we'd like to refinance your loans. I hate potential spam. I hate potential spam. Get me rid of all my potential spam. Well, it looks to me, sir, that your warranty on your vehicle is just about to expire. Would you like to give me your phone number and credit card? Potential spam.
I love it.
Well, I was thinking in my chair, to be honest with you.
You were what?
I think I maybe heard that song too many times.
Yeah, yeah.
And to me, it dragged on like Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? Almost 2 minutes?
I dig it. Yeah, that's kind of a long one for you. 2.5 minutes. Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
2.5 minutes. Yeah.
You know what's funny, Matt, that if you turn other people onto these songs, because my family, nieces, nephews, they laugh and then they're like, we got to hear that again.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It becomes, when we get together, it's like, can we play some new Ricky Mapleton stuff? It just, I don't know, there's something there that draws you in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It certainly isn't my voice, that's for sure. now, Matt, could you identify what kind of bass I'm using on that?
No.
It's a classic bass. What's the most classic bass in the world?
Jeez, I have no idea.
Come on.
No, I couldn't tell.
Fender Precision?
Oh, okay. I like that.
I'm into my Fender. It's the only thing.
I like Ibanez.
We all have our disagreement. Would you be kind enough to play a new release?
Yes, of course.
This came out yesterday. Woo!
Whoa, Fred.
One called Coffee Milk.
Okay. Oh, yep. I've got it here.
Now this whole CD is all songs about coffee.
So this is a world radio premiere.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
You have to break in and go exclusive every 5 seconds.
Wow.
Well, that would make it an extended remix or something, or a remix.
I kind of went back to my roots on this one. I broke out the SG copy, and it's very guitar driven. Where like it's like a pancake, and other stuff is very lighter.
Yeah.
This is more good or bad. This is a little heavier.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jenny in the chat says, ooh, the world premieres are our specialty. Yes, we like the world radio premieres. Here it is, the world radio premiere of Coffee Milk from Ricky Mapleton. Here we go. Nice. It's catchy. Very catchy.
One chord.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in like 2 chords.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think that's okay too. Who wants to listen to Yes all the time?
Right.
But that's just jealousy because I'm not a classically trained musician.
Especially early Yes. I can't deal with like early Yes. Like it's.
Did you like the newer Yes?
I did. Although owner of a Lonely Heart. If I never hear that song again, as long as I live, I'm fine with it. Yeah. But a lot of other Yes songs I like. But now that so was that you on drums on that song?
No, that was Mr. Garage Band.
Mr. Garage Band?
No, Garage Band.
Oh, okay.
I record most everything on Garage Band, which is a very basic recording wave file sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they have drummers loops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can put it's kind of good because if you listen to it, you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know because the you know what I was
and it keeps it tight too. But I hate not playing with a drummer because there's no room for movement.
It actually fooled me because you know what I was about to ask you was because it sounds like, and it makes the song, I think, part of what makes the song so interesting. It sounds like a live acoustic drummer, but then for part of the song, but then toward the end, it sounds like, you know, then it's clearly, you know, an electronic beat, but it sounds like a live
It
acoustic
sounded
drummer.
like there was some congas in there or something.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
But those GarageBand loops, I have GarageBand on my Mac, but I've never actually used it.
The one on the is it a laptop?
Yeah, it's
That's
an old.
that's the one that I use,
Oh, okay.
and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Big fan. You don't have to be like, hey, my friend the drummer, you want to come out? No.
Right.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
And what you can do is it starts you out with 8 measures or 8 clicks, if you would.
Yeah.
And then it gives you the opportunity to make it faster, change about 10 or 11 different drummers.
Yeah.
Then you can make different tracks. So you see the wave file coming across the screen, and when you know you're going to say 8, and then you do another track, goes underneath it, and then you can change the drummer.
Yeah.
So like 4 beats, and you're like building a puzzle
Yeah.
almost. So when you hear the different, it's not in the same time, but the drumming is different because I kind of you set it up that way.
Yeah.
And that's usually what I start with is building a drum track.
Oh, okay.
It's good, but it comes out nice and clear,
Yeah.
but you're limited.
Some of his
Sure.
some of his songs have live drumming on it though.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Including I've done a couple, but other people have done them too, right? Drummers. On your electric drum set.
Yeah, I don't did anything. It's terrible. I don't even know what I did. But what song are you thinking of?
Squirrels on a Fence, wasn't that a drum song? I don't know if that's available.
I think that might be out, but boy, that's I don't know. No,
And there was one about Luna. Was that on the drums? I don't know. We did a fast song. I was playing drums.
yeah, I listened to that, and it didn't make my
Yeah, that
mental
didn't make
cut.
the cut, probably.
It didn't make my mental cut.
Did you send me Squirrels on a Fence? I'm curious.
No,
Probably not.
Did I send you what part of No Don't You Understand?
Yeah.
Off of Momisms?
Oh, yes.
Momism seems to be my
Oops.
most popular stuff. Comes
Really?
off of Momisms, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Is that's the name of the album? Momism?
Momisms, yeah.
How many albums do you have? Is it?
I think around, well, not counting my side project Timekeepers, which has a song for every 5 minutes. A song for I kid you not.
Really?
That was my COVID project. I made a song for every 5 minutes
Wow.
and every day of the year.
Okay.
And that gets surprisingly the most hits of anything.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, you just look up 7:35 p.m. song,
No kidding.
and then I saw something on TikTok today. Somebody was singing to 8:45. 8:45. It was all the, but it was really all the songs is just really quick.
yeah.
I'd say I'm getting close to 1,000 songs.
Wow.
I think,
Oh my God.
and that's been a 5-year voyage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow. Well, so I'm curious to hear this now. So this is what part of No do you not understand? That's
Yeah,
the name?
this is the one that's going to be similar to Pancake. Same gentleman, Matt Farley,
Okay.
worked on this with me a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And it's off Momisms, and it's all about stuff your mom tells you.
All right. Yeah. Let's give this a listen.
Is this long?
I can't tell.
You can always cut it off when you get tired of it.
Oh no. Well, I'm sure. The longest song of yours I found is 4 minutes, so I'm sure it's not
Whoa.
that long.
Whoa.
Well, that was the Outside Looking In.
Yeah, let's talk about that song a little while, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
That's kind of throwing me for a loop.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll give this a listen first. So this is what part of No do you not understand from Momisms?
I asked my mama for a toy. She said no, no, no. I asked my mama for a toy. She said no, no, no. I asked my mama for a toy. She said you've been a bad, bad boy. I asked my mama for a toy. She said no, no, no. What part of no don't you understand? The N or the O? What part of no don't you understand? The N or the O? What part of no don't you understand? I raised you to be a better man. What part of no don't you understand? The N or the O? I asked my mama to stay out late. She said no, no, no. But mama, I got a hot, hot day. She said no, no, no. You're only 13, that's get older, you can have your fun. But right now, I'm telling you, no, no, no. I asked my mama for a toy. She said no.